Hey everyone, welcome back. I wanted to share a quick update on, maybe looking into the update on how I have been using the planners and the journals that I said I would be since the year started. I know it's only Feb, and some seem to be working really well, and some are a little more challenging than I thought. But I wanted to start off first with what has been working really well for me, and this is the traveler's notebook in the passport size. This has been a constant carry in my bag every time I'm out. Well, assuming my bag isn't like those one of those mini bags that I bring that just has my wallet, but that's another story, obviously. Also, I know that it's not really a new thing. This is the charm that I got from the Starbucks Reserve in Nakameguro when I was in Tokyo the other week. And I have this thing that I know it's not new, but I also knew that I wanted to get this on my own when I do visit the store. And really, the thing that I thought of was that it was going to match my Moomin Traveler's Notebook really well because of the brown and the rich rose gold. I know I'm not really a fan of pink, but it's this kind of rose gold pinkish that I really, really like and enjoy, and which I felt like it would really, work well with my traveler's notebook. I know that I used to be always planning on the standard size, and it was really last year that I appreciated truly how, you know, um, more efficient the passport size will be for me, considering what I need it to be and how small I write. It's really efficient to have just this much of space, and I feel like I'm not wasting paper. But for this video, I want to go through all the pages with you and why it has been working for me. Maybe like what's in it as well, but here goes. This is just the Traveler's Factory leather sleeve that I got when I was in Nakameguro in 2017 or 18, and it has been holding up really well. This has a few basic stickers that I do use on my pages, so I do want to maintain like a certain color hue so it's not as messy for my viewing, and I just do want to maintain it green. So these are Midori stickers that I got, planner stickers that I got, and I don't really intend to have it heavily decorated. But when I saw my yearly insert last year, it felt too bare, and I felt like a waste, and I wanted to add some things too because I do plan to start archiving them again, and I do want to get that little binder thing with the strings to keep everything there. And I feel like it's the traveler's inserts that I do want to have as an archive thing. So a few more stickers. These are those little icon stickers that I use on the monthlies. You're gonna see it soon, but these are my favorites. There. So I also use the same stickers on my regular traveler's notebook, but that's another video that we're gonna do soon. If you're interested, please let me know, and I will make one for the traveler's notebook in the standard size. So I took off the connecting band already just to make things better to flip through, and we're gonna go through. This is the yearly. Oh, sorry. This is the monthly spread for 2025. I just saw this random sticker and I wanted to put it here, and it's really like it's an adventure for 2025 because I'm really excited for things to just happen. And yeah, As I've mentioned, this is, I wanted to use this as a cash flow. If you're going to notice here, it's all just numbers, like it won't make sense. But eventually, when I get to the weekly and start, using it and showing you the way I do really use it, it's going to make sense. But for just this overview, I know that anything in dark is an expense and anything in light is money in. It's not work related, definitely. So these are other things that I do earn from. And yeah, that's what I plan to keep track of for the year instead of just using this as a plain schedule because it's too small, maybe, but then I really don't need it for that purpose. This was December of 2024, and it doesn't seem as full, but everything I need to know is there. And then again, I do have those days with the translucent stickers. Those are days that I had to be in the office. And also, I wanted to make sure that I use just one color ink for the year. That's why I also updated it and I wrote it down here so I won't forget. And it's pretty with the whole ink thing. So I do use a little bit of stickers, but I'm not sure if I really want this decorated or, but there are still stamps that I use just to make it a little more lively. But then again, this is something I bring with me every day. So I don't even know where I get to write, but it's what it, I guess it is what it is. And that's December. January was a little more fun. Sorry, I have ink in my hands. So anyway, this is January. Um, what else is there to say? So again, I do like to keep track of bills, most importantly. And what I do is that the bills come in when I get the notification for the bills. I write it on the day when it's due. So for this particular one, it's due on March of next month. It's due March, and I haven't paid it yet. So I just write the amount, what card I need to pay, and if it's done, you're going to see that this is what it looks like when it's done. I put the date where I when I paid it, so it's not as confusing. Like I used to just put like if it was due on this date and if I paid here, sometimes it doesn't really, my eye has to look for it instead of just being, oh, it's there. So I like to think that I make things simpler for me because that's what I need this planner for really. And yes, there. I did go Nitori shopping too. I had fun. And see, bills are always the first thing that I organize. Meetings, and then that trip to Haneda. Oh, and just on a quick note, migraine and food poisoning is the worst thing to have together because I was slightly panicking because that happened the day before my flight, and I almost canceled. I almost really considered not going because any slight movement, I just felt nauseous and really horrible. So that was just terrible. But again, don't eat expired bread. And then it's this month in February. So this is the current month. And if you see, like there are still days that are just future planning. And that's how really bare it gets for me. So it keeps me on track. It keeps me updated on the things that I need to do while I get to update it with the things that I was already able to do. And throughout the year, I think it's just really that. Like for March, I knew that the Manila Fountain Pen Show is going to be on the 15th and the 16th. So I already immediately just wrote that down. And I don't think there's anything else on this insert other than that much of a future plan. But then, of course, I am going to Canada, and I haven't exactly written it down when, but the tentative schedule is going to be on the 15th of October until the 15th of November. And since I haven't gotten tickets yet, I didn't really want to just write it down and not be sure of it yet. So that's that. And there is a part here in the insert that has the map. And what I thought of doing was like to just put the 2025 travel that I had in mind. And it's so funny that it's just really Canada and Japan. Japan was more like a personal enjoy hangout trip that I needed really badly. And of course, Canada is more like with the family that I really, really miss. And sometimes it's family that gets your priorities, sorted in order. It's just really that perspective. And I'm glad that I'm able to spend more time with the people that matter. And what else? Oh, also, I also have this at the back of my planner. Knowing that this goes with me everywhere I go, I try not to spend too much on bags because I do have quite a bit. I'm not exactly a hoarder, but I am very fond of bags regardless. And I am kind of addicted to the Lululemon bags and the COS bags. So I want to make sure that I am fully aware of the stuff that I already have. So I don't keep buying anything nice that I see. And these are the bags that I already have. Obviously, the ones here are everything that I already have. And the one down here is what I got for the year. And both of these I got in Tokyo. And I knew that I've always wanted the Coach Brooklyn bag, but I couldn't really decide on what color I want. But then when I saw the Sage one, I knew it was going to be that bag. And I was really happy to get it. I was at the Coach boutique, and the sales associates were nice. I appreciated that a lot. That it was funny because if you haven't seen my haul video, online it looked a little more bluish than green, and I didn't really want a blue bag. I wanted like a soft green bag. And when I asked her if I could just like go by the window, and the window was by the door because the lighting of Coach is kind of yellow, and I didn't really see the hue that well. But anyway, that's a totally entirely different story from planners. But yeah, and I got my Longchamp dark green tote bag, and I really like it. But yeah, that's it. A couple of blank pages. Here, I just tried to use stamp inks on how the paper would be reacting to it. And so far, it's good. A little bit of ghosting is fine. I really don't mind that. I kind of like it, to be honest, even with pens. And you're gonna see throughout the book that there are there is very minimal ghosting, and these are my important passport details. Not that it really has to be blurred or anything, but yeah, so these are my important details that I always want to have. And yeah, so everything is condensed in this little monthly passport insert. This is my 2025 dated weekly insert. It's also from Traveler's Company. And this is more of like a cheat sheet that I did before I left for Tokyo. And I wanted to make sure that I don't overspend. Well, it's kind of like a guide, but if I do find something nice, I'd go for it. But really, I just want to make sure that I stick to what I had in mind at least. I was not able anymore to buy a new watercolor set and colored pencils because I found my old watercolor pan, which I'm really happy. At most, two green fountain pens, but I really didn't see anything that was screaming like buy me, so I didn't get those. Sticker sheets, clear stamps, I got those. Maybe Apple stuff. I did get one laptop sleeve. I got it from the Miffy store. But other than that, I wasn't able to get anything else for my laptop. And then I wasn't able to go to Lululemon, sadly, but I did go to New Balance. I got two pairs of shoes. I got the 1906 Rs, one in white, which is for me, and then the black one was for my dad. I wasn't able to get anything from Spear Labor, and I wasn't able to find the vintage Dior Boston bag, so I got the Coach and the what's the other one? The Coach and the Longchamp bag. So this is my weekly insert, but yeah, I just have like a sticky note right there. So this is my weekly insert, and it says introvert. Now there are bits of like cheat hacks or sheets here. So again, I always like to stay on top of my work schedule. I don't want to miss out days that I have to be in the office. So as much as I can, every bit of reminding is going to appear on my planner because I don't want to overbook things or like double book things or something like that. But anything in green that you see are work days. Anything in blue are my vacations, not necessarily like just vacations. Like I'm not here or something like that. But and the ones in purples are important like dates. Well, obviously it's my dad's birthday and my birthday. But then, oh, sorry. So in terms of like stuff that I bring with me, this is my everyday pencil case. It's a lot smaller than the usual one that I have for stationery, but I do bring with me on a daily basis. This is the Midori Join Dots pen. So it has green, it has purple, and it has blue right here. And this is what I use for the dots that you see here. So this is what I use, and it's very handy. It's very easy to use. It's very handy. So all you have to do is just take the color that you need, and it's a small pen. So you have blue, you have purple, you have the blue right here, and of course green, which signifies all the days that I have to be in the office. So that's that. I could go through this maybe at the end of the video, but yeah. So that's for 2025 calendar in a year glance thing. And then here, I promised it was going to make sense at some point because this is the 6 month calendar view thing. And this is where I put major purchases or thing or income or money in, something like that. But this will not hold every single thing that I buy, but any significant expenses will be here. Like, I haven't done the grocery for February, obviously, but you have here like grocery, uh, freight shipping fees, when I wanted like new beddings, new bed linens. And this is when I bought the shoes, the bag. This, though, is more of inflow of money when I started destashing things, and I finally found my green 1906s. So I immediately ordered these online. I have, as you see, I haven't been buying shoes a lot lately, which I'm very proud of because, again, I'm trying to behave a bit, maybe, or something, but everything is really more of intentional shopping than just impulse shopping, which has been going on for since 2021 until 2022. But that's entirely forgivable, and I don't intend to use these months until the entire, because I think it has until December, yeah. So I'm really just planning to use this for the first 6 months, that it becomes easy to reconcile when you do see this. Like, I already immediately know what all these signify because that's how it's going to look like together. And this is the summary, and this is like the explanation of everything in detail, and it works in my head really well. That's why I like this system. Now, I started using this when immediately when the year started because it didn't have really much for December. And this is not as creatively decorated or anything like that, but it's very efficient for me. So the first thing I do is as soon as I get my work schedule, I stamp them on the calendar on the week. So that's what you're gonna see for January. Everything's just there already. And well, obviously it's gonna go through the next few months. As soon as I get my schedule, that's the first thing that I do, since this is what I do bring every day with me. Well, not exactly every day, but like every time I'm out or every time at work. I know this isn't the 5th of January, and I said start packing for Tokyo because I like taking my time when I pack. I don't like being rushed. And I kind of like going through things slowly and intentionally, but that's how I work, I guess. And my layout or how I use the planner still has not changed. Everything on the left column are things that are planned ahead, where my car has to be, where my dad has to be, where I have to be, and things that I need to do. And everything on the right side of the column are things that I did for the day. Then yeah, things that I did for the day or during the day. And if it's like nothing in particular, like this one, it just showed all the activities that happened that day, because I didn't want to plan it out, because these were days that I were in Tokyo anyway. I was in Tokyo anyway. And then this is the day, like moment of panic day, because it was really horrible. But anyway, that's I mentioned that already. And as an overview, this is how it works out for me really well, because everything is like just there all in one spread. This was last week. I think I was asleep during the entire weekend because I was really tired. But for some reason, well, I had work the next day as soon as I got back. And for some reason, I think it was a triple shot. Yeah, a triple shot espresso is not going to keep me awake. I think I just really need it for the heat, maybe, but it doesn't make sense. And then this is this week and how it's been going. I had a nice, well, that's how it's been going. And then next week, this is the plan. Oh, and this is just a sheet that I just cut out because I have a dinner date with my friends. Angie is from Vegas. Kat is here with me in Manila, and we're gonna be meeting up. And I just wanted to make sure that I don't forget the stuff that I have to tell them, because I'm at that age where I'm so excited to see my friends and anything and everything we talk about. And eventually we're gonna miss out like the juicy parts of our conversation. So I need to write it down. And this is what I did to just remember. And I, just insert it in this little copper tab thing so I don't forget. Reminders doesn't have to be boring. That's why my reminder looks like that. Anyway, and then I don't think there's anything else. Oh yeah. So for the sticky notes, I also have like just two extra sheets at the back. It's not supposed to be like a big deal or anything, but just in case I need to write something down that I'm not sure of yet, I have it here. I have an ink test page, maybe, or like just a reminder of what inks I have used in this insert. And I also got this like cute stamp, and I just wanted to see what it would be like if I can actually use it. And again, Midori paper, you're like one of the best papers anyway. So I'm glad that was good. And that is it for the weekly part of my traveler's notebook. And this is what I bring on a daily basis or whenever I'm out. So it's not that thick, it's not that chunky, it's not weighty or anything, and it's very accessible for me. And that is it for my update for the traveler's passport. I hope you guys like that and enjoyed that, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.